Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. 4 new knives from Ketuo. These boxes are curiously heavy, so I'm interested to find out if there's something else going on inside the box, or if it's just my imagination. I have no idea. But Ketuo makes some pretty interesting stuff, so I'm happy to share this with you guys, whatever these are. I will link them right down below in the description so that you guys can check them out if you want to. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Thanks to Ketuo for supporting me. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. I said Ketuo. Thanks to Ketuo for sending them in, and I guess by extension supporting me. And then thanks to my patrons. Make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. Let's go ahead and open these up. What do we got? Oh, these are they are large knives. Okay, now hold on a second. This is is this a spec thing? Griffin G10BL/SWS David Gin 14C12. Ooh, okay, so these are. Now I'm hesitant to say budget. These are less expensive Griffins. And kind of chunky. Recently, we took a look at the smaller one. I have taken a look in the past at the full-size one, but not in this configuration. This is pretty nice. This is where the weight's coming from. It's the steel. These are almost certainly steel liners. They'd have to be. But I want to, I was looking for my magnet, but I'm just going to go ahead and guess by the weight that that's the case. So we have, in this case, we have a two-tone. We have the black wash and machine satin 14C28 end blade. And this is probably it's at least a button operated liner lock. It might actually be a top liner lock. It's hard to, this is the lock face. Okay, so that's going to be upside down. So this is not a top liner lock. It's a button operated liner lock, which is fine. So we have the rear flipper, we have the front flipper, and then we have the opening slot here. This is much easier to manipulate. I mean, like, the small one is actually very easy to manipulate. But the bigger one, in my opinion, is easier to manipulate. Very, very smooth. If you like the Ketuo KT Griffin, the full-size one, but you're looking at the price tag and thinking that's too expensive. There is a titanium and M390 version of this, by the way. But if you want to pick one up that's less expensive, well, they have an option here. Now, I would hope it's when you mix these two materials, 14C28N, G10, and steel liners. Yeah, there's a little chunk of carbon fiber in there on both sides. Nice touch there. But when you mix these two materials, people like to see it under $75. So I'm hoping that that is the case. Let's find out what other options we have here. Oh, we have one with a little Black Widow action going on here. We got red G10 and black, and then with black liners. And this one appears to be a full, well, it's like a hand rub satin finish blade. That's nice. Very cool. If these come in under $75, that'll be spectacular. I do like the gold. I wonder if this is heat. Probably not. It almost looks like a PVD coating of some kind. But I don't know. The red G10 inlay is nice, especially when you're doing, like, this is a small enough amount of material that it shouldn't really affect the price tag too much. What would affect it is just the general, more than, okay, when I say complicated, I mean more complicated than a flat piece of micarta. Micarta and G10 are in the same general vicinity as far as what you would expect to pay for these materials in, like, the stock form. But what you do with them, what shapes they take on, and how, nice everything fits together can certainly affect the price tag. So people like to go, oh, it's just G10, it should cost this much. Yes, if the piece of G10, like if its ultimate form is an incredibly simple shape, right? But now, while it's not super expensive to shape G10, the more complicated it is, it can add a little bit to the price tag. I'm just saying, let's keep that in mind, right? Moving on, the next one we have, is it going to be all black? Oh boy, we have the Shadow Edition. There always has to be a Shadow Edition. You always have to do one in all black. So this is all black, black carbon fiber, black backspacer, which, by the way, is almost certainly also steel, and then full black wash. That's okay. I kind of wish that we had, like, just a black, like a matte black wash, like tumbled PVD or whatever they're coating in it. That's probably my least favorite. That's the Kershaw special. And it's fine. Like, if you like blackwash, like, don't let me like take it down a notch, because a lot of my favorite coatings, people are like, they say, well, that looks like a gas station knife for your taste of it, and that's fine. Everybody can have their own opinion. But do you remember when like 80% of what Kershaw was releasing, it was like in the early 2010s? Jeez, everything was, but like even in the late 2000s, everything was blackwash, right? Anyways, the final one here. Is it purple? Yeah, it's purple. Ketuo does like purple. They got a lot of purple. So we got carbon fiber. This is all shred carbon fiber, which people point out is technically not real carbon fiber. And I don't think it really matters if it's not a structural, like carbon fiber has incredible strength to weight ratio, right? If you use it as an inlay material, who cares? like if you're using it as like a structural material and then you're actually trying to maximize the strength of the structure in a scenario where that would matter and reduce as much weight as possible, okay. But if we're talking about an inlay material, I don't know if I care as much unless they try overcharging for it, right? I don't know. I'm sure I'll get lots of opinions there. Purple liners and purple backspacer. This is almost certainly some type of coating. Now, it might not even be PVD. It could just be paint. But it'd be nice to get some clarification there. I'll look at the card and see. Pretty good looking. I mean, okay. The Ketuo KT Griffin is a polarizing aesthetic. I mean, I think it's fair to say, like, kind of ugly, if I'm being honest. Like, yeah, I got these for free, and yeah, there's affiliate links down in the description. And if you buy them, I will get a kickback. You want my honest opinion? It's an incredibly fidgety, well-made knife that will absolutely function as an EDC tool. It's also ugly. That's what I think. And nothing against the designer. I also think Spyderco knives are ugly, and they're some of my favorite knives of all time. Like the Spyderco PM2. What a dog. My God. What an ugly freaking knife. This just looks like ass aesthetically. That's just the truth. But it's also one of the most functional EDC knives of all time. And the reason I like it is not because it looks nice. The reason I like it is because it does its job. So, I think it's okay to be honest about stuff like that. The KT Griffin actually shares a lot of similarities with the PM2. Right? It's like you got the future robot upgrade. Same forward choil position. Opening hole. Actually kind of somewhat similar blade shape. Same standard hammer grip position. Same handle length. Same blade length. Right? We just got two different types of ugly here. And this one's a button operated liner lock, whereas this is a compression lock. But assuming the price tag is reasonably fair, not bad. That's pretty much it today, guys. You'll get a full review of this knife down the road. But for today, that's it. Links in the description. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. If you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.